In this episode of Pop Culture Weekly, I talk with Joel McHale, and I talk with Will Reeve, Matthew Reeve, and Alexandra Reeve Givens, all about the brand new documentary, Superman, the Christopher Reeve Story. Let's go!
Welcome to Pop Culture Weekly with Kyle McMahon from iHeartRadio. Your pop culture news, views, reviews, and celebrity interviews on all the movies, TV, music, and pop culture you crave weekly. Here's Kyle McMahon.
Hello, and welcome to Pop Culture Weekly with Kyle McMahon. I am Kyle McMahon, and of course, I thank you for tuning in to another episode of Pop Culture Weekly. So we have some great stuff for this episode. I speak with Joel McHale, who I absolutely love. He's hysterical. All about a new project that he's working on with the makers of Rice-a-Roni, and that is Mac-a-Roni. So we'll talk about that shortly, as well as the new projects that he's working on in film and TV and all that stuff. And also, I spoke about this documentary before, but I had the pleasure of seeing Superman, the Christopher Reeve Story, which is such an incredible documentary. I went in and was just absolutely bawling. It is inspiring. It is heartbreaking. It is all of the things. It really is such an amazing documentary. I am, so happy that I got a chance to see it. And I speak with Christopher Reeve's children, Will Reeve, Matt Reeve, and Alexandra Reeve Givens, all about their relationship with their father and the new film Superman, the Christopher Reeve Story. So let's get right into it. We'll start out with the Reeves children. So Superman, the Christopher Reeve Story, had a premiere at the Sundance Film Festival back in January. The film is from Warner Brothers Discovery. There's 2-day theatrical release, September 21st and September 25th, along through Fathom Events. Actually, the 25th is would have been Christopher Reeve's 72nd birthday. So happy heavenly birthday to him. It has a 100% critics review rating on Rotten Tomatoes. It really, really is an incredible documentary. It is honest. It is inspiring. It really shows the man behind the hero for all of us. It's a reminder that our heroes tie their shoes one at a time, just like all of us. If you missed the theatrical release in the U.S., because those in the UK, you're getting a release in November, it will be hitting the Max streaming service, and I'll get you the date as soon as that is announced. But Christopher Reeve, of course, most famously played Superman. He had an acting career spanning 34 years. He won a British Academy Film Award, an Emmy, a Grammy, a Screen Actors Guild Award. He was heavily involved in his activism, particularly around environmental and human rights causes. And then, tragically, in 1995, he was paralyzed from the neck down in a freak accident during an equestrian competition. He had to use a wheelchair and a ventilator for the rest of his life. And after his accident, he was a huge advocate for spinal injury research, including human embryonic stem cell research. And then with his wife, Dana, they founded the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation, which has been hugely influential and instrumental in the gains, not only in spinal injury research, but in stem cell research in general. In 2002, he released a book, Nothing is Impossible, Reflections on a New Life, where he talks about, life that had completely changed for him. On October 10th, 2004, Christopher Reeve passed at the age of 52. His children, Matt, Will, and Alexandra, continue to serve on the board of directors of the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation. I'm telling you, please see this film. Really, really, really is a powerful, powerful film on heroism, the power of the human spirit, grief, death, it's incredibly powerful. So let's talk with Matthew Reeve, Alexandra Reeve Givens, and Will Reeve. Thank you to all three of you for speaking with me. The film is incredibly powerful and inspirational, and it took, in my opinion, such bravery to do it, to put this out there. Matt, if it's okay, I'll start with you. Why was this important now to tell this story?
So when we embarked on this project, we didn't have a calculated plan that it would come out sort of right now. We were approached by originally an archivist who had seen some other material of our dad when he was doing another project, and he asked if we had home movie footage. And as it happened, we had just kind of cleared out a family house, and we knew what we had with these boxes of tapes in different formats, and I tried to digitize some of them. And anyway, we started approaching production companies, and it first Passion Pictures, and then the directors came on board, and then Words and Pictures. And, it was made, we talked about it amongst ourselves. We thought, if we're ever going to do it, this is the right time. Enough time had passed since our dad and Dana had passed away. And, we wanted to ensure that his story was kind of brought to a new audience, a new generation who perhaps didn't know exactly who he was or what his story was, and also to remind people who did know his story and had been a fan of his from the Superman movies and knew him as a advocate for the disabled, to remind them of the story and also tell a more richer in depth story about who he was and all the other things that he did, and that he wasn't just a guy in a cape or a guy in a chair, and really tell his story. And we were just so lucky because we were in this amazing, unique, privileged position to be able to do that. So when the opportunity presented itself, we agreed that this was the time.
Thank you. And Will, I lost my mom 3 years ago to pancreatic cancer, and there was a moment in the film where you said something like, that was the moment that March, I believe it was 6, that I've been alone since then. And that really, I'm like bawling in the theater when you said that. It really touched. No, I mean, it was a beautiful statement, something that I could relate to, because you feel like, this rock for you, these rocks for you are suddenly not there. And for me, I kind of feel rudderless in many ways. First of all, thank you for saying that, because there's so many people out there that feel the same. How has that affected you now? Now you're some years on. Where are you with that?
I should clarify that I've never felt fully alone. Look who I have with me. I have such a village around me. I have my sister, my brother, my broader family, the family who took me in. I have so many people supporting me, rooting for me, loving me, lifting me up, carrying me through not only that time of grief and trauma, but through present day. I'm so lucky to have so many people who love me and who I love right back, and we do anything for each other. So when I say in the film that I've been alone since then, what I mean is I've been without the two very most important people in my life,
Absolutely.
My mom and my dad. That, of course, is hard, and grief is a permanent thing. I miss them in some way every single day, and I will forever. But part of this process of being a part of this film and now getting to talk about it and share it with the world has brought, I think, each of us closer back to them. It helps the grief process to keep people's memories alive by sharing stories of them and trying to espouse the values that they put in you. So while I may have been without my parents for 20 years, I've never really been without them because of the head start that they gave me and each of us in terms of their values.
I love that. Thank you all so much. That's my time. I really appreciate what you're doing with this film. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Matthew Reeve, Alexandra Reeve Givens, and Will Reeve. It is, please do yourself a favor and see Superman, the Christopher Reeve Story. It is incredibly powerful. I was bawling in the theater as I watched it, and I left inspired by the power of the human soul and will. Go see it. Do yourself a favor and go see it. All right, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, I talk with comedian, actor, writer, producer Joel McHale about Mac-a-Roni, and of course, the bear, animal control, and more. We'll be back in 60. All right, welcome back. Thank you for hanging out with us and supporting our sponsors that keep us going. We're going to jump right into it. Joel McHale is hilariously funny. I love him. He, of course, really blew up with The Soup, which ran for like 11 years, which was a kind of a daily talk show or weekly talk show, I guess, that went over, so many of the best moments in pop culture and online culture, and it was just hilarious. I loved that show, and it was hugely influential in like a show like this, Pop Culture Weekly. Of course, he played Jeff Winger on Community. He was in Spider-Man 2, Spy Kids, All the Time in the World, Ted, The Happy Time Murders. He stars in The Bear, the Emmy-winning show, as well as Animal Control on Fox and Hulu. Let's get right into my conversation with the one and only Joel McHale. So, I am here with the one and only Joel McHale. And first of all, thank you for joining me on Pop Culture Weekly, iHeartRadio.
Thank you for having me, Kyle. And my dog, if you can see him, is also here. His name's Beanbag.
He's adorable, and I love that, Beanbag. So let me ask you, you have a exciting new thing that partnership. There you go. Thank you. That you are doing with the creators of Rice-a-Roni, and I'm starving now. But tell me about that. I'll let you announce it.
Here we go. Ready? Well, yes, I'm partnering with Rice-a-Roni, and they are releasing Mac-a-Roni.
I love it.
They took the word rice, removed that, and put Mac there, and now it's Mac-a-Roni. It's pretty good. I'm their chief macaroni officer. It's a real title. They guarantee it, and they are launching this huge macaroni brand, and they got a couple flavors, and I, through experience, can tell you it's very tasty. And we'll send you some, Kyle, and you'll be like, he's right. He's absolutely right, darn it.
I can't wait because, first of all, I love Rice-a-Roni. And now to hear that you have partnered with them and are doing Mac-a-Roni, it's like I said, it just continues to make me hungry.
Yeah, and I think I grew up eating Rice-a-Roni, and it's one of the most iconic brands that America has ever produced. And now with Mac, when they asked me to, if I was interested, I did a Lucy sketch with my phone trying to agree. And my agents are like, don't agree yet. I'm like, no, I'm in. I'm good. I also have teenage boys, so they were quite happy about it.
I bet. Yeah, and there are two flavors that are coming, starting out. What are they? Are you like
creamy cheddar and creamy white cheddar? You say, Kyle? Yes. Yeah, so there's creamy cheddar and creamy white cheddar. You can pretty much figure out the difference there. And, it makes the perfect side dish. And I run around like a maniac all the time. So it's very easy to make. And it's quick, and it's, the work to, satisfaction ratio is pretty uncommon. It's off the charts. It's great.
Which, that's really important to me because I am, much like you, we have busy schedules, and I'm sure yours is much busier, but it's...
How dare you, Kyle? You've got a very busy schedule.
I just don't cook. I try, and I just don't. And it's like, I feel like in general cooking, like, you have to go and buy all these ingredients, and you have to like prepare each one, and they have to mix them all a certain way. And then you eat for like 10 minutes. And it was like, I just took like 4 hours out of my day to eat this sandwich. But But
yeah, I like to think that I have all that time, and then I don't.
Exactly. So that's why I love Rice-a-Roni, is because, it takes 10 minutes. I can go and whatever, check emails, do social media while it's cooking, and then I'm good to go and done. I didn't have to do all of this stuff. Easy cleanup. So I am thinking that Mac-a-Roni is going to be very similar in the preparation department.
Yes, the payoff for the amount of time that you're spending cooking it is, yes, the ratio is off the charts. And you can have it obviously alone, which I have multiple times, or it's the perfect side dish. And because you can sit there and cook for 4 hours or cook for 2 hours, and you'd be like, God, what am I going to serve with this roast that I've been slowly, or like smoking meat or something, like what I'm going to serve with it. And pasta, I think, is always, I think it enhances the flavors of meat and it obviously vegetables, but it really brings it out. I mean, that's why pasta is one of the most popular dishes on the planet. And when aliens, I'm sure when aliens, we meet them, they'll be like, tell us about your favorite food. And you'll be like, here's some pasta. There you go. And then they will, and the mind control begins. The payoff, if you don't have a lot of time, then it's perfect. And if you have, it's also like that, like Thanksgiving will be, I like mashed potatoes are fantastic. But this you can cook everything else and then do this right at the last minute.
Yeah, I love that. And that's also, now you're giving me ideas, because when I go to somebody's house and they're like, "Oh, bring a dish," and I'm like, "Have you ever met me?" But now I don't need to worry, because I can just whip up some macaroni and bring it on over.
That's exactly right. And both flavors are good, so you don't have to, like, you could ask in advance to your friends. You're like, you prefer creamy cheddar or creamy white cheddar, and then they'll be like, we'll need 4 or 5 hours to think about this. It's weird. Your friends are a little weird, but that's great.
And it also makes me seem fancy, because I'm like, not only do I make one flavor,
you can make both.
Exactly. I love this. So there's an opportunity for fans to come out and meet you and taste Mac-a-Roni, right?
You mean September 26th in New York City? Absolutely. Yes, we're having this Mac-a-Roni experience in Soho, and anybody can come down, and there's samples, and they're going to get a box of macaroni. I'll be there eating macaroni, and people will be like, "Joel, what do you think?" I'm like, "Please don't interrupt me while I'm eating." And so that'll be a whole day on the 26th in New York, and as I said, it's the perfect time of year, because if we did this in January, it'd be a little cold. And then if we did this in like on August 1st, it would be, I think the macaroni would be melting everywhere. So this all works out great. And so I'm really excited to get there and hang out. And so please come down to the event and get some macaroni.
I love that. And you're always so busy working on a million projects. You have the Bear, right? And Yellow Jackets. Tell me what's coming up next for you. First of all, congratulations on the Bear, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
As I tell people, I'm the good guy, and I don't. And you'll see. But no, Chris Storer cast me in that, and I've known him for a long time, and he was very kind to take pity on me and put me in his show. And Jeremy's, most of my scenes with him, and he's, just one of the best actors on the planet. And and I'm doing Yellow Jackets right now up in Vancouver, but Crime Scene Kitchen launches in a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then House of Villains in October on E.
Okay.
Yeah. I just I'm in a competition with myself to agree to every. I love working, so it all works out great. It's very nice that people still want to hire me. So that's what's. I think Yellow Jackets will come out next year, but Crime Scene Kitchen, it's coming out in a week and a half. So go see me and Curtis Stone and Yolanda Gamp. They're the real chefs who judge all the amazing desserts and savory stuff, and I just sit there eating it and making sure my hair looks great.
Well, if you never ever need a tasting assistant, I put my resume in. I am an expert.
Kyle, it's not a bad idea. Let's welcome Kyle McMahon, our tasting assistant. Kyle.
It's good. I love it.
And you're like, thank you, Kyle. Walk on. Great.
I just come and take a bite and leave.
You can be assistant chief Mac-a-Roni officer.
There we go. I love it.
Vice.
Where's the best way to keep track of all the things that you're doing?
On Napster. It's weird. I'm still ripping off music from 2004. I would say, Instagram is probably the best. I'm going to figure out TikTok here in a second.
Okay.
Are you on it?
I am, and I'm horrible about posting on TikTok.
Yeah, I need to learn better, but lots of Instagram, and it's pretty complicated. Joel McHale at Instagram. And then, learn about Rice-a-Roni. Just go to the Instagrams for Rice-a-Roni as well to get for the event and all that on the 26th.
Your first TikTok could be eating macaroni.
Oh, I'm sure the people, the Rice-a-Roni macaroni people right now are like, that's a great idea. And they're scrambling, tapping out like first TikTok. I put up a few TikToks with Ryan Seacrest. That one went very well. And so I need to start putting them on.
Awesome. Joel, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to talk to you. I love all your work, and I can't wait for everything, including the Mac-a-Roni coming very, very soon. I can't wait.
Yes, and I'll see you on the 26th, and good luck to all your sports teams. I don't know if you like the Eagles or your Jets or your Giants. I don't know you live near a lot of professional sports teams, so I don't know.
I do. I go by color. So the green team, I like the green team.
Great.
And
you like the Jets.
The silver team is cool too. So.
Oh, the silver team. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
I just watch for the concert in the middle of the game. That's what I do.
Is it the 76ers? Is you 76ers fan?
Yes, 76ers or Philly. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Eagles, 76ers, Phillies, is all those Philadelphia teams. And then, there's some overlap with DC, Baltimore, and that sort of thing. So, yeah, we're in a good place for sports. So,
yeah, my Seahawks are 2-0, so I'm very happy.
There you go. Thank you, Joel. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course, and we'll talk again.
Right on.
Thank you, sir. Joel McHale. Love him, love speaking with him, and like I said, love his work, love speaking with him, and as I said, he has been hugely influential in my career and everything that I've done, including Pop Culture Weekly right here. So, all right, that's our show for this week. We have some exciting stuff coming up soon in the next, coming weeks and months that I can't wait to get out to you. Hit me up on socials. Let's talk. Or if you're on the iHeartRadio app, use that talkback feature, and I might just feature you right here on the show. All right. Until next week, I love you. We out.
Thank you for listening to Pop Culture Weekly. Hear all the latest at popcultureweekly.com.
Joel McHale. Joel McHale. Joel McHale. Mac-a-Roni.